Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. At Crimson Lights, Jack greets Nick and asks about his mother. Nick says Victor dropped her off at rehab, and she seemed nervous but determined. Jack's sure she can do it. Nick tells Jack he knows what happened. He said you drank with her and then hit up your old dealer for some pills. He asks if it was just about saving his mom. Jack says Nicky gave up. At that moment, he would have done anything. Nick thinks it's crazy, but he won't judge him since his mom's in rehab. Are you okay? Jack insists he's not going back down the rabbit hole. Nick will take him at his word. He's grateful for what he did for Nicky. Jack imagines Victor doesn't share his gratitude. Nick confirms he does not. Jack figures he hates him now more than he ever did. Nick tells Jack he told his dad he should be thanking him. It went over about as well as you'd expect. Jack admits it wasn't pretty when he found them together. If Victor blames him, it's ok with him for Nicky's sake. Nick muses that he might come around. Jack smirks that the ceasefire with Victor was nice while it lasted, but it never really felt right. Nick still thinks his dad will come around. Jack thinks he's underestimating his father's ability to hold a grudge. Nick tells Jack he'll always have his back. Jack's weathered Victor's wrath before. Victor stops by the tack house to check on Claire. Cole appears and says he's spending quality time with his daughter. Victor asks how Claire is doing and how she really feels after the ordeal her aunt put her through. He says whatever she needs, the family is here to help her. Claire tells Victor it hasn't been easy. She had a nightmare about the storage locker last night. Now that she has her family for real, the idea of losing that, Cole is sorry his aunt was able to get to her. I failed to keep you safe. Claire tells her dad he didn't fail. Jordan is a monster. Was a monster. She doesn't want to waste any more time thinking about her. Claire assures Victor she will be ok. Victor nods, we'll see to it. Claire wishes they'd hurry up and find Jordan's body. Victor figures by now she's in the middle of Lake Michigan. He advises Claire not to spend another minute thinking about her. Victor notices Cole spending a lot of time at the ranch and asks, "Are you moving in?" Cole awkwardly responds, "No." Victor asks Claire to let them speak alone. Once she's gone, Victor wants to know how Cole's relationship with Victoria is. Has something changed? At Adam's place, Sally asks how his video call with Connor went. Adam says it was tough at first. He was talking a lot and felt kind of desperate about what to say and what not to say. But Connor seems to be responding to treatment and is more confident. He's setting boundaries with them too and schooled them on terms like disassociation. He can see how badly he wants to get better. Adam feels like an observer. Sally points out Connor feels empowered. That's positive. Adam feels like his son is moving on without him. He's leaving me behind. Sally sighs. Sally thinks his fears are a normal reaction. Adam feels like he's being selfish. Sally says it's ok to be overwhelmed and scared. Adam mutters about blaming himself when it's supposed to be about his son. Sally suggests he let himself off the hook for a minute. She's there to be his anchor. She pulls him close. Adam says he's dumped enough on her already, but can't imagine what he'd do without her. Sally says he can tell her anything, things he can't say to anyone else. She'll be there for him so he can be there for his son. They kiss. At Society, Chelsea looks at her phone and shows Billy that she gets updates from Connor's team daily now. She lives for them. Billy knows she misses her son. Chelsea just wants to hold him and make sure he's ok. She goes on about constantly second-guessing herself so she doesn't set Connor back and having to monitor Adam's behavior. Billy says Adam's an adult. He needs to take care of himself like she is for Connor's sake. Ashley's alter Mez Abbott walks into the club and tells Alan she hopes she hasn't kept him waiting long. She summons a waiter with a finger as Alan recalls how she was more about pleasure than business last night. Miss Abbott curtly informs Alan there will be no more of that. Alan says she seems less comfortable with him than before. Miss Abbott says she was inappropriate with him and apologizes. Alan asks her to indulge him by showing him some of the sights in Genoa City. Miss Abbott snaps that he's there, not as her friend, but as a psychologist. Don't patronize me. I made light of it last night, but I don't like it, and I want it to stop.